Guess who's back? Back
Back
again. Folly's back.
Hey, tell your friends. Alrighty, we're off to a, grand old start. Can you do an accent?
Grand old start. What kind of accent?
That was good, I like that.
Alright.
Guys, I can't do accents to save my life. So if an apocalypse happened where it was based on how many accents you could do, I'll die.
Yeah. You'd be the first to go.
I'll be the first to go. So, well,
sayonara.
we thank God that that's not currently the case. As we've said many a times, we are not experts on minimalism and eco-friendliness and blah blah blah.
We're on the way.
Yeah, girl on the way. We're just starting our journey and sharing our learnings and growing with a community. So welcome to this community. And if you're new here, subscribe.
We only want the real ones.
Anyways, apart from my husband.
Speaking... Are we in agreement?
Yeah, we are in agreement. My husband's a little cuckoo. We bought fresh flowers. And this was in the previous video that it was a good thing, but there's a better thing.
We could have had potted plants, which would have been more sustainable because it would have lasted longer.
Well, yeah, it just wouldn't have died after the first day, and we could have gifted it as well as part of the favors.
And they would have been living on in people's households.
Just to say, that's a very expensive thing, which I don't know if we would have been able to afford. But if you can afford that, then that's an option for you to make your wedding more eco-friendly.
All you sons of nobles.
I meant that as in for the centerpieces and decorations and stuff, but obviously you can't really carry a potted plant as your bouquet. Or maybe
unless
you
you're really edgy and, hey man, if you have that idea, follow your heart. We bought our wedding clothes from M&S and ASOS. ASOS is kind of
good-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
M&S is like 6, 7, I think, out of 10. But we could do better.
We could have bought secondhand clothes, and I said in the previous video that it was something that was a bit tricky for us to do because this was during the first lockdown when we were buying our wedding clothes, and no shops were open. I could have bought some from I don't know, someone online, but we were worried about that because scams happen, or also if it doesn't fit or if we don't like it, what's the return process, and we didn't want a complicated, drawn out thing with that. So we were really limited in terms of our options.
Exactly. Wedding planning is stressful enough as it is. Like, we just wanted the clothes part to be simple.
Yeah. The third thing is that our friends hired us a wedding car, which was
so
really
nice.
Like, we loved it, and for us, like Ollie was saying earlier, that it was important between all the crazy things that we just had that space between our venues to just be like, whoa, we just got married, and just talk to each other alone.
Yeah.
So we understand the value in having your private car, but just in terms of carbon footprint, it's kind of mad.
Yeah.
So one thing we could have done to improve our carbon footprint was to car share with others, or have other people in our car as well who didn't then need to go find their own car.
But for the most part as well, we did have our friends share cars. I can't read it.
Organic ingredients in our wedding cake.
Organic ingredients in our wedding cake.
We didn't have organic ingredients in our wedding cake.
So we needed organic ingredients in our wedding cake.
Yeah. When I started this whole minimalism, sustainable, eco-friendly lifestyle, I didn't know what organic meant. And it means that it's a more traditional way of farming. So a lot of major companies now use a lot of chemicals and pesticides and all these kind of things to increase their yield, but it damages the environment and pollutes our rivers and ecosystems.
But it's also just not as good for us. When we eat it, we're missing out on stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Challenge: buy an organic apple, buy a not organic apple, taste the difference.
Yeah, I like the challenge.
Thanks.
Then the next
I should start my own channel. Guy on the way.
I love it. Many people came from London or some other parts of the UK, and Ollie's family came from Germany. I don't know how we could have got around this because our friends and family were gonna come anyways, but maybe if they had better systems of meeting up with each other, or something like a coach rather than driving. If they came in a coach, could have been more eco-friendly, but I really doubt that would have happened. And
yeah, like all the London. That would have been cute though if everyone who was coming to the wedding from London came in a coach from London to Bristol.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
But because of COVID and social distancing, different households, our favors were kind of eco-friendly. They were all things that people could eat or use, and then the containers were all recyclable or reusable. But if our guests did not reuse them or did not even use them at all, then that would have just been like mad waste for the environment. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like you have to have faith that they use it. We could have like put a little note saying, please recycle this when you're done, on all our material that we printed. If some people didn't realize they could recycle it, then maybe they could have, you know, thrown it away. So yeah, little things like that could have made our wedding more eco-friendly.
We could have gone like more veggie. We were half veggie. We had 2 dinners, and both of them, half the options were veggie. So there was only 2 options, but like still. It could have been completely veggie. Because we're more flexitarians, we do cut that stuff down.
Yeah.
So it's more
we
like
only
once
have
a
meat
week.
once like a week or once every 2 weeks. That's
Yeah.
what we aim for.
Yeah. We try and get our meat like organic and like
Local.
Yeah. And if it's not that as well, like it's even worse.
Yeah.
So.
Thankfully, our caterer also, their veggies and like their produce is locally sourced. Our wedding registry was Amazon. We're really trying to disentangle ourselves from Amazon.
Jeff Bezos, you got us again.
Just because they were the like simplest, easiest
So
wedding
easy.
registry platform to use. And if anyone's out there trying to create something, please create an eco-friendly version of a
Someone just
wedding
needs to
registry.
beat him. Yeah.
A lot of eco-friendly brands that we like are stocked on Amazon as well.
Yeah.
Amazon is not great in terms of their employee treatment, in terms of their care for the environment, and their business model is really unsustainable for the environment. So that's why we're trying to really disentangle ourselves. We do get trapped into the Prime delivery, you know, benefit, but ask us in a few months' time, hopefully things will have changed. Some things that I do is I search for what I want on Amazon, and then I go to their actual website and buy it off them, because they're probably gonna keep a bit more of the profit themselves, and you know, that company that I love is probably a bit more ethical than Amazon.
Well, a lot more in most
A lot
cases.
more.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this video. Like we said, we're not perfect, we're on our journey, and we hope that you will join us on your journey. Comment below any wedding ideas or event ideas that you think are sustainable / eco-friendly.
Yeah, anything we missed.
We hope you have a blessed week, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, you're smiling.
That's assuming you want to get married. I'm sorry, I'm not good at that.